Here's what's making news now around Indiana, brought to you by your Indiana Fever. Well, Elkhart-based THOR Industries has announced an agreement to acquire a German RV manufacturer for $2.4 billion. Once complete, THOR says the deal for Irwin-Heimer Group will create the world's largest RV maker. EHG currently employs more than 7,300 globally. Its RVs are sold through a network of 1,200 dealers. An Indianapolis-based an Illinois-based manufacturer is moving two operations from Illinois to Indiana, with plans to create nearly 600 jobs in Hobart by the end of 2021. Winwright Corporation, which makes intelligent material handling systems, says it will invest $26 million to build and equip a facility at the Northwind Crossings Business Park. And Fort Wayne-based Sweetwater Sound wants to increase its headcount with plans to add 130 jobs at its Allen County Distribution Center. The company says the expansion has created immediate needs for equipment operators and shipping and receiving specialists. Well, women have been working at and an important part of Naval Support Activity Crane since the 1940s. And today they are increasingly taking on leadership roles, both in the business and technical communities there. Our Behind the Gates at Crane series continues this week with a look at some of the women who are making a difference at the military installation.
5,000 plus, anywhere between 5,000 and 5,500 personnel on the base every day. 4,500 or so, or check that, 3,500 or so are government civilians, and then another 1,000 or so contractors. A number of PhDs, that technical expertise at Naval Surface Warfare Crane Division. A large employer for Southwest Central Indiana, the second largest in the region, a major draw. And then, the unique thing about this installation, other than its size and its location and the important missions that go on here, are that folks come to work here and folks stay here. I check into a squadron back when I used to fly, and I was the new guy for a while, and after a while, after 3 years, I was the old man. You come here to Crane, folks have been here for 30 years, 35 years, 40 years. So it's a great place of employment. Folks come and stay.
And increasingly, women are playing important roles in the male-dominated, tech-rich environment at Crane. But that's nothing new here. Women were vital in the launch of this military installation in 1941.
Crane was actually built in World War II era and actually started pyrotechnics production. And because of the call for the male workforce to fight combat, the women of the area stood up and they took over that responsibility. They supported the warfighter even in the 40s. And that greatest generation opened up, they changed the culture and opened up the opportunity for women to really come in and start looking and doing jobs that typically had been more reserved for males. I think I can attribute a lot of my opportunities that I've had with that very thing. I'm a female engineer.
Jana Fox has been a tech trendsetter at Crane for more than 35 years.
When I arrived, I was met by one other female engineer, Miss Karen Worrell, and she also was in the pyrotechnic field. So, and Lara also knew her, so she kind of led the way for us engineers.
Yeah. Lara Zilafro is commodity manager for Crane Army Ammunition Activity.
Crane in general has been making pyrotechnics since World War II. We also make delays, different smokes, different signals. My position is as commodity manager, so basically what I'm doing is I'm a liaison between the technical folks who are executing the mission and my customer who has provided the funding for us to execute that mission. My technical background helps in that I can speak to my technical folks. I'm not the one that's actually solving the problems, but I need to understand the problems well enough that I can act as that liaison and provide the resources necessary to execute the mission and increase the warfighter readiness.
Yep. Jana, talk about your role as Deputy Technical Director and what that involves.
So as you know, we serve 3 major missions: electronic warfare, strategic, and expeditionary. It's exciting to watch our technological advancements in those areas to support the warfighter and watch our folks become national leaders to solve the world's hardest technological problems.
The work that goes on here directly supports the warfighter downrange, so the impact of the work that's done here is felt all throughout the globe. It's a unique and rewarding experience.